My name's Bruce Whiteman, and my avocation is as a poet, but my vocation is as a rare books librarian. And I run the William Andrews Clark Memorial Library, which is part of the University of California in Los Angeles, but actually located about 12 miles from the campus in an older part of town. This is a private library. You can see a little bit of it behind me, that was founded in the 20s by a private collector who left it to the university in 1934. And it has an amazing collection primarily of 17th and 18th century British and European books, terrific collections of Oscar Wilde, and fine printing and beautifully printed books. It's this job that brought me to California in the first place in 1996, and I've been here ever since, running the library. And I came here from Canada, from Montreal actually, and so in some ways what inspires me about California is very much tied to, I guess what you could see is kind of being in exile, and yet it feels in some ways like I'm in exile in the Garden of Eden. So it's this funny kind of dual relationship that I have with California. I suppose, I mean, since I'm here primarily for the job, that's an important part, but really it's in my other life, the part of my life I'm most passionate about, which is writing poetry, that being a Californian has had, I guess, a deeper and longer lasting effect. And anybody coming to California, especially Southern California, from a cold climate, which Montreal definitely qualifies as, it's so incredibly striking, not just on the level of weather, which is of course very attractive if you've been used to 6 months of the year when it's not very encouraging to be human. And then you come to a place where 12 months of the year you don't really have to even think about the weather. That obviously is an essential thing, but also the landscape. And the landscape is so incredibly striking in Southern California for someone who grew up in a northern climate. Just the profuseness of the flowers and the plants, and the fact that there's grass year-round, that the smells on the air don't stop in October and pick up again in April. There's this incredible sensuality about that, which is even in evidence all the time in a large city like Los Angeles, which seems kind of counterintuitive in a sense, but it's very much true. And the landscape and the kind of botanical aspect of living in this place have had a big effect on my work, and I think inspiration is absolutely the right word here.